Hey guys, this is Lynn. Welcome back into the shop, and this video is going to be about my path to Journeyman, which is a journeyman rating with the American Bladesmith Society. And the ABS, what their mission is to promote and help continue and educate on the forged blade. So that is taking a piece of steel, heating it up, whacking it with a hammer, and making a blade the same way that a blacksmith would have done hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Not doing what we refer to as stock removal, where you buy a flat bar of steel, similar to this, which is what I make my Damascus out of, but you can buy steel that's already at 1/8 of an inch thick by 1.5 inches wide, and you can just draw the shape of the knife you want and cut it out, and that's stock removal. Whereas forging would be to take that or some other type of steel, which what I'm using today is going to be 1085 round bar, and it's about 3/4 of an inch, I believe. It's Japanese, so it's in metric. I'm going to take that, heat it up, drop the drill bit on the floor, heat it up, and with my hammer smith that into a nice shape. And the goal for today, this is actually round 2 of me building test knives, and I've got my first one up here. I did a video on Facebook. Here we go. So this is back on August 25th. This is test knife number 1. It was a fail. I broke it right there. The grain structure is too big. That's highly visible right there. So for the journeyman smith test, I have to make a knife, and that knife has to be rigorously tested by cutting through rope and 2x4 and all of that. And that's kind of the easier part of it. The hard part is taking that knife and you clamp it into a vise, and then you have to bend it over to it's at 90 degrees without breaking. I've only ever attempted to do that once, and it was an utter failure. I didn't even get close. So that showed me a few things of, one, how difficult this actually is, and number 2, where to step up my processes in heat treating. So I can see I really need to work on that grain reduction, so I'm going to be doing more normalizing, and then instead of doing a full hardening, I'm going to go for an edge quench this time. I tried to heat up the back, and I'll be able to see the colors there where I was trying to soften the back of it, and that's an extra step that I really don't even need to be including. If I can do an edge quench, it'll maintain that softness in the back. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to smith out a blade from this bar and heat treat it, temper it, and I'm going to skip all the chopping and cutting and just go straight into the bending and see if I can get it to bend. I'm doing the bulk of it with a power hammer. We have this just big ugly glob. It's kind of got away from me, so I've got to try to straighten that back out. That's just a lot of tapping here and there, flatten back.
So then it kind of wants to wrinkle. I don't want that. I'm trying to consolidate it back together, straighten out. I don't want to lose that little piece right there that just got away from me. See what you see?
Now we're back to defining that handle.
Keep hitting that same spot.
Now we're starting to get something that looks somewhat like a knife. Just keep working that back to flat.
Now we'll pull out a little spot back here for the end of the handle. It's going to swell out.
thin enough for that rough grind. Time to start doing thermal cycles and then heat treat. Alright, so 3 normalizing cycles later, it's time to heat harden this blade. I want to do an edge quench only, so I have built a makeshift quenching trough, just some aluminum foil folded up, and I've got some vegetable oil in there because I didn't want to tip over my main quenching tank to get the engineered oil out of that. This should serve just fine, so here we go. I'm going to heat mainly just the edge, but a lot of it will get hot. Most of the blade will get hot, but the key is that we're only going to be quenching the edge down into this, so the spine will stay out of the oil. And here we go. So here we go, just the edge. Alright, so all finished up with this. I did 3 normalizing cycles, 2 temper cycles at an hour apiece. One was at 400, I did the other one at 425, just to get a little bit deeper straw color because this spine is a little thicker than I normally would leave a spine, because I normally don't do big honking knives like this. But I just finished chopping through a 2x4 with it, and it did fantastic. There's 0 damage to the edge. So now it's time for the bend test. And I've set it up here right at the post vise here. Hopefully I can use it to gauge my angle, make sure we're getting 90 degrees. It's a little better. Yeah. This is attempt number 2 at this. I think we go this way. I'm going to go right about there. It's in there good and tight. It's got some flex to it. I know exactly how this is going to go. It's going to break. Let's do it. All right, if it's 89 degrees, I don't want to hear about it. I'm out here by myself. Here we go. It's already better than the last one. That's an improvement. It's still a fail, but it's definitely an improvement. And progress I'll take. Damn. I'll take progress. That's number 2. I still don't like the grain structure. I mean, it's pretty fine, but I think I might be able to get a little better than that. Man, that is disappointing. Okay, that was fail number 2. Thank you for watching, and I will do number 3 in the next week or so and try again. See how close we can get. Thank you.